1960, and the great post-war payoff was in full swing. Gone now are the memories of the Second World and Korean Wars, and in their place the USA knew only affluence and abundance. But jobs for all, the American economy lifted, and people who had known hardship now knew joy, and America rolled so easily along into the 1960s, and Bob Dylan became its voice, Jimi Hendrix its sound. It was from this background then that the United States became the birthplace of the extreme. The energy crisis lay far into the future, so with fuel to burn, America, symbolised now by the size of motor vehicles, made its extremes known to the world. Unlike the small, fuel-efficient cars of Europe and England, all the way USA built huge, petrol-hungry beasts, powered by belching 300 horsepower V8 engines, machines that could unleash bitumen-tearing grunt that would force you back into your seat like a jet from the age that it was. Bigger, stronger, faster, no longer just a means of transport, but a message to the world. The American way of life, affluent, easy living, and laid back. The California dream for all. By the late 1960s, the US car manufacturers had begun putting the big, powerful engines into smaller and lightweight vehicles. So in the shape of Chevrolet Camaros, Ford Mustangs, and Dodge Challengers, the American muscle car was born. These muscle cars were so named for their power and often aggressive stance on the road, and built before the wind tunnel testing that we now know today, they overcame the wind drag of their design with sheer engine size and horsepower. Australia was similar to the USA geographically. Both countries offered vast distances between cities, and the V8 power was ideal on empty Australian roads. It was not surprising then that Australia, and the young Australians in particular, took an instant like to the American machines. The California lifestyle and the power formed an intoxicating mix, and Australians grabbed the US product with open arms. The Australian auto industry was quick to see this, and so it set about building its very own muscle cars. And what cars they built: Holden Monaros, A-Non X Tiranas, Valiant Chargers, and then, the king of them all, the Ford Falcon GTHO Phase 3. At this point, Australia was the only country outside of the USA actively constructing a muscle car. So before we had McDonald's or KFC, we had from America the influence of the muscle car. This car, an XB Falcon, in this case highly modified and similar to the car of the Australian Mad Max movies, is perhaps the epitome of all that the muscle car was. An aggressive machine with a high horsepower engine, a menacing stance, and larger than life in all ways. But a T-Rex to the law, a dinosaur, and no longer allowed on the roads of today. The golden age was short, and by the end of the 1970s, the muscle car was giving way to the smaller, fuel-efficient vehicles that have developed into what we have today. So for the most part, these souped-up muscle cars have gone the way of the dinosaur. Killed by fuel prices, traffic congestion, vehicle licensing restrictions, and of course, the fixing of an open road speed limit. A few do survive in stock factory form, but the real beasts, they're gone now. The ones that do remain sit like this one, tucked away from the law, with one foot in a social but politically dug grave. Their kind will never be seen again. They wait here to die. This is the place where dinosaurs die.